Hey everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed the last two videos. This map that you see from Graham Hancock here, this is something that he presented in his lecture before he came out with Magicians of the Gods. And if you notice the degrees that he places on the Earth, um, they correspond to the frequency map that I show you inside the videos. Well, so the point behind all of this is that we don't need institutions like NASA and stuff like that in order to prove the shape of the Earth and stuff like that. Not only can we get that from the ancient geometry, but it's also telling us that there are locations that are left that we still need to explore. For example, Dwarka being situated right here at 36 degrees on this map would correspond to one of these right here. If you notice, these are these circles, these concentric circles, point 1, point 2, point 3, all the way up to 1. You can see how this is kind of a base 10 right here. All these reduced to 9 that you see right here. And these are the same numbers that you see right here that you see over on this map from Graham Hancock. So with the geometry from a long time ago and the structures and the megaliths, we can obtain information about the Earth. We don't have to use institutions like NASA in order to do this for us. We don't actually have to see a picture of something in order to do it for us. We can actually use math itself and the geometry that we see from a long time ago. See, there's no secret as to why the Earth is actually in diameter 7,920 miles across, and that its core happens to be the same as what we see when we take a look at Metatron's cube. There's no secret as to why the moon is 2,160 miles in diameter, while why the sun is 864,000 miles in diameter. All of these numbers correspond to the ancient number system and geometry that we see and this frequency map that I was showing you. This gives us all the kind of information that we want. So there is something divine going on here. It is a certain science that modern science has not tackled itself, but that we can actually utilize in order to determine things like the size of the sun, the moon, and things like this in our solar system. Also, the Metatron's cube projects all of these 3D images, all the platonic solids, including the sphere and stuff like that. And so we can see these types of things. The human eyeball, similar to the structure of the Earth and its inner core and stuff like this. We see the same kind of geometries below as we see above. And that is the beauty of Hermetic philosophy and the beauty of this ancient geometry. And when you apply all this stuff and vortex math that we see here, where all of these numbers reduced to 9 and stuff like this, these concentric circles that we see that have been passed down from a long time ago to us. These are the kinds of things that most people have been discouraged to look into. They would rather just look at passages from the Bible or something like that and then completely misunderstand what these things are saying, because most of that's written in metaphor. But numbers don't lie. And so when you start taking a look at this stuff and you take a look at these megaliths like this, the 360 feet across, it was done that way for a reason. Because when you divide, or when you get the circumference of this circle, you see that the circumference is equal to the same feet per second it takes that sound travels, which means it takes 1 second to travel around this circle. And when you divide that number by the sevenths that I was talking about, you get the diameter of the Earth, the number for the diameter of the Earth, which is 7920, and stuff like this. And these types of numbers, this type of geometry that I was showing you here in the last two videos, really helps you understand things without having to rely on a picture that you can never prove is real or not, or an institution like NASA. So I hope this kind of helps you, and I hope it at least maybe gives you a little bit of a incentive to go out and study these types of things. And you can see that what they have left us is probably some kind of a code to where at every 36 degrees we should find something on this map, probably something that we haven't found yet. Because as you know, this map that you see up here from Graham Hancock was a work in progress when he did this. And I am just showing the similarities between the concentric circles and the hertz that you see right here. And if you go and take a look at the map from all of these, when you take a look at these hertz to degrees per second conversion tables, you'll notice that 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, all the way to 1, you can see that these numbers are repeated. And no matter where you go in this whole chart, as it counts in base 10, you'll see that every one of these numbers reduces to 9. If I pick 1, I can say 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 9 is 12, plus 6 is 18, 1 plus 8 is 9. I can come over to anywhere I want in this, and all of it reduces to 9 because this is vortex math. This kind of stuff doesn't lie. And it also shows us stuff like 2160, the diameter of the moon. And we can probably find the 7920 number as well, which is the diameter of the Earth, and then the geometry that corresponds to Metatron's cube. So I hope this gives you an incentive to go out and check this stuff and realize that it's not necessary in order to prove that the Earth is a sphere by relying on institutions like NASA. You can do this just like the ancients did a long time ago by understanding the geometry and everything. And I'm going to keep the ratings on my videos off for right now. Actually, it's kind of nice not having to worry about the ratings and stuff like that. I am getting great ratings and stuff, but I'm going to keep them off. You're more than welcome to continue to vote if you like. I may turn them on eventually once my resident troll leaves. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed those videos. There is an image link for you to take a look at the frequency map in the last video that I did regarding all of this stuff. And you guys have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you soon.